What's going on, guys? Crackty coming at you guys with my very first Rust base building tutorial. Today's base is going to be a tower style base that you can either fully live in or use as flank bases with a low construction cost of 5,700 stone and 950 wood. Stick around to the end and we're going to show you how much the upkeep is. And I'm sure by now you guys know how the YouTube algorithm works, so just go ahead and get right on into it. Alright, and to start, we're going to go ahead and place down a triangle-shaped footprint here. And this is going to be the main footprint of the tower. Put up our airlock, walls all around. And now this is kind of your choice on how you decide you want to build the tower up. In this demonstration, I'm going to go ahead and use a shelf technique. Ladder hatches also are a viable technique to get up and down safely. And you want to go ahead and add these double door frames on every single floor as they majorly affect the stability of the structure. And now right here is entirely up to you on how you want to build up your tower. You can either go in a straight line, you can go in an alternating pattern, you can go in a completely random pattern to confuse raiders. But again, it's entirely up to you on how you want the pathing in your base to kind of look. But with this build, I think we're going to go ahead and go with an alternating pattern. Also make sure that you place your half wall for your step up on the shelf before you put down your double door frame. Alright, and this in particular build is going to be a 7 tall build, with the 7th floor being the shooting floor itself. So I'm taking out my hammer here, and I'm going to go ahead and count. Foundation being 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, and 7 right here is where I'm going to go ahead and build the shooting floor. So I'm going to come out with these squares here, put my windows up on all the outside edges, walls up, roof on, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get these ramps out. These are amazing for peeking. I would use the stone ones only for preference, just by how they look. Do a small demonstration here. It's also worth mentioning that you can't crouch into this window anymore, thus making it a more secure window. I went ahead and slapped it 8 times on an AK just to give you guys kind of an idea on what it'll look like. And as you can see here, the wood does block bullets. And this is how you would appear to a raider or a passerby outside of your base. Makes that window a lot smaller. And now we're adding some extra security with some vertical metal window embrasures. Alright, we're going to go ahead and follow in behind it with some glass here. And you can go ahead and take that off whenever you are ready to shoot out of that side. And obviously garage doors are going to be a little bit better for traversal through the base and the strength of the door itself, but double doors will work just fine here. I would advise that you open them all outward. So the whole idea behind this base is that it's supposed to be a numbers game. It's supposed to leave your opponents guessing. Do I go left? Do I go right? Where do I go to get to the cheese? How much explosives am I going to need to get to the boom? And that's kind of the whole thing here. There are lots of doors on this structure that serve as a lot of added security for such a small structure, for such a low-cost structure at that. So this is also the benefit of the stagger effect on the tower, is that it does add more security to get up on the tower, as you have to go through more doors to get up on the tower. If you do a directly above one another build, then it's only one door per floor to get up. But with that being said though, if you do a directly above one another build, you get a lot more space to store things like boxes and other storage things. And so right here, I'm actually placing down these boxes in a very strategic manner. You want to make sure that these stay very tight and close to one another. You can fit 3 of them down right here, and that in itself is a lot of early game storage until you can get to your vending machines, which I'll show you in just a minute. And you can also fit a grill up here too for your cooking necessities. And as you can see now, after we have everything down, I'm crouching down and I can move across these surfaces really smoothly. No need to jump, no need to do any sort of weird tricky movement. It's nice, smooth, flowing movement for nice, accurate, precise shots from the tower. And here I am adding some shotgun traps. Make sure you always do 2 at a time to kill your opponents a little bit faster. Face your shotgun traps toward the hop up. Alright, now that the base has some added security, we're going to go ahead and add in our vending machines. This is going to be the base's main form of storage, as it is the most space efficient. And I know what you guys are thinking. Oh man, 20 high qual, some gears. Grow the fuck up. It's not that much. And as you can see here, the vending machines do fit behind these doors very nicely. And I'm sure all of you know how a vending machine works, but if you don't know how a vending machine works, if you blow up a vending machine, you get none of the loot inside of it. Thus, all the loot that you put inside of this vending machine, if the raider wants to take it, they will have to go through the hard side of your base wall. And of course, use your hammer to flip it from the inside. Don't forget the tool cupboard. Reason why I'm not specifying the exact location of the tool cupboard is that I encourage you to put the tool cupboard on any random floor to make it harder for raiders to find. And yes, large batteries fit up in this bitch too. Nicely, neatly, behind a garage door. And if you wanted to throw a windmill on top of this bitch too for extra power, you can. You have the extra stability to do so. And that's just about it, guys. This is what your base should look like. Let's head inside for a base tour.
How can life be what you want it to be? You're frozen when your heart's not open.
Alright, and as promised, here is the 24-hour upkeep on this tower. As you can see, it is incredibly cheap, not too bad at all. I have used this base numerous amounts of times, and it has brought me a ton of success. And again, I'm sure you guys know how the YouTube algorithm works. If you guys want to support the channel, make sure you guys like the video. It really helps it get it out there to other people. My name is Crackty. It's been a pleasure, folks. You guys stay lit, and we'll see you next time, gamers. See ya.
started feeling like I'm trapped in my damn mind.